The day I stopped blaming the world for everything that was wrong in my life and started looking honestly at myself was the day my life truly began to change. And I know that sounds something you have heard many times before, but stay with me for a moment because this is not a motivational speech. This is not a talk that will tell you to think positive and pretend everything is fine, because sometimes things are not fine, and pretending they are is often the reason people remain stuck for years. Right now, there is a mountain in your life, and you already know what it is. But because it is the thing you keep avoiding, the dream you keep postponing, the fear you keep running from, or the person you keep promising yourself you will become someday. And today, we are going to talk about why that mountain exists, what it is really made of, and how you can finally start climbing it. These lessons do not come from a textbook. They come from real human struggles, real mistakes, real pain, and real growth. And if you let them sink in, you can change the way you think. You can change the way you see yourself forever. Lesson number 1 is, the mountain is not in front of you. The mountain is you. Most people spend their lives believing that something outside of them is holding them back. Whether it is money, timing, other people, their past, or their circumstances. But while those things can make life harder, they're not often the biggest obstacles. The real mountain is built from fears you have never faced, pain you have never healed, beliefs you no longer need, and habits you keep returning to even though they're hurting you. And the hard truth is that this mountain was built little by little every time you chose comfort over courage and safety over growth. But here's the good news. If you build that mountain, you can also take it apart, and the same power that created the problem can also create the solution. Lesson number 2 is, self-sabotage is not your enemy. It is a message. Every time you got close to something good and then quit, every time you pulled back right before a breakthrough, or every time you destroyed something you really wanted, it was not always because you were weak or lazy. It was often because a part of you was trying to protect you. Your mind remembers old pain, old failures, old rejections, old fears, and even though you have grown since then, a part of you still believes those threats are real. So, in place of hating yourself for self-sabotage, start asking what it is trying to tell you, because every pattern that holds you back is carrying a message that needs to be understood. Lesson number 3 is, you cannot heal what you refuse to feel. We live in a world that praises people for staying busy, working hard, and never showing weakness. But pain does not disappear just because you ignore it. When you hide your sadness in distractions, your anger in overwork, or grief in endless entertainment, you are not healing. You are only delaying the healing. The feelings you refuse to face today will often return tomorrow, even stronger, which is why real courage is not running away from pain, but sitting with it, understanding it, and allowing it to pass through you. On the other side of honest feeling is real freedom. Lesson number 4 is, stop treating the symptoms and find the root. If you have tried to break a bad habit many times and failed many times, it does not always mean you lack willpower. It often means you have not found the real cause. Every habit exists for a reason, even the ones you hate, because deep down it is providing something, whether it is comfort, relief, control, escape, or a feeling of belonging. When you understand what need the habit is serving and find a healthier way to meet that need, the habit begins to lose its power without a constant fight. Lesson number 5 is, the story you tell yourself becomes the life you live. Every person has a story running inside their mind, and many people have repeated their story so many times that they no longer see it as a story. They see it as the truth. They say things like, I'm not good enough, I'm unlucky, it is too late for me, or I have always been this way, without realizing that these are often old conclusions created by old pain. If you want to change your life, you must be willing to question the story you've been telling yourself. Because sometimes the biggest prison is not your situation, It is the story you keep believing about your situation. Lesson number 6 is take responsibility for your life. There is a big difference between blame and responsibility. Blame says everything is my fault, whereas responsibility says this is my life and I will do something about it. As long as you wait for other people to change, for life to become fair, or for somebody to save you, you give away your power. Real power begins the moment you decide that even if you did not cause every problem in your life, you will still take responsibility for what happens next. Lesson number 7 is emotional strength is the real superpower. Everyone talks about discipline and consistency, but very few people talk about the emotional strength required to keep going when nothing seems to be working. On the days when you feel invisible, when results are not coming, and when self-doubt is telling you to quit, your emotions will decide whether you keep moving or give up. Emotional strength does not mean never feeling fear or sadness. It means feeling them without allowing them to control your decisions. The people who succeed are not the people who never struggle. They are the ones who keep going through the struggle. Number 8 is let go of the old version of yourself. This is the lesson many people find the hardest because growth often feels like loss. It can mean letting go of old beliefs, old habits, old comforts, and sometimes even relationships that only worked when you stayed small. Many people reach the goals but still feel empty because they brought the same fears, the same wounds, the same thinking into their new life. If you want to become somebody new, you must be willing to release who you used to be. Lesson number 9 is fear is a doorway, not a wall. Fear often disguises itself as a logic, common sense, or being realistic. It tells you to wait, to prepare more, to think more, and to come back later when you feel ready. But the truth is that most people never feel ready before they do something brave. Confidence does not come before action, it comes after action. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is moving forward even when fear is present. Lesson number 10 is the mountain was never meant to break you, it was meant to build you. This is the lesson that brings everything together. The struggles you have faced were never meant to destroy you. The hard times were never proof that you were unlucky, cursed, or unworthy. They were shaping you into a stronger person. Every challenge that you have survived has given you something that cannot be brought with money, taught in a classroom, or handed to you by another person. It has given you wisdom, strength, experience, and resilience. And one day you will look back at the mountain that feels so big right now and realize that every hard moment was helping to build the person you were meant to become. So do not wish the mountain away. Climb it, understand it, grow, sort it, grow through it, because the mountain is not your enemy. The mountain is a teacher. The mountain is your training ground. The mountain is you. And if this message changed the way you see yourself today, share it with somebody who needs to hear it, because there may be somebody out there standing at the bottom of their own mountain, feeling completely alone, and this may be the reminder, the need that they are stronger than they think. So I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Thanks for watching.